This is the true story
of 8 strangers
picked to be on the show
to talk together
and have their conversations taped.
Find out what happens
when people stop being polite and start getting real.
the real world. What's up, everybody? My name is LJ. I am 23 years old and I am from literally right here. Like, my bed is like right over there. Today is going to be a great day because I'm actually bringing in some of my friends and a few of my family members in for a nice, real conversation about life after high school. We're titling it The Real World. For the people that I chose to be on this video, I wanted people, you know, that would be a little outspoken. If I wanted people that didn't know each other too well, and I think I got a good crew. I think I got a really good crew. Describe in your own words what the phrase adulting means.
This is like everybody speak at once, so you know.
My name is Anthony Johnson Jr. I am 24 years old and I'm from down the street. 3 words that describe my personality. I would say funny, passionate, and charismatic. I'm excited, I'm ecstatic, I'm happy overall. Glad to be here.
My name is Brandee. I'm 24. That was a lot. Wait a minute. My name is Brandee. I'm 24 and I'm from not far away. I'm really laid back, quiet, and goofy. I am excited just to see what everybody's been up to since school, you know, what different paths we all took.
Like, are these like the Bad Girls Club confessionals?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I wish I had a wig so we could talk about the tea. My name is Nick. I am 23 and I'm from the city. I would say I'm funny. I personally think I'm hilarious. Easygoing. I'm really easygoing. Things really aren't that deep to me. And I would say spontaneous. I'm typically down for whatever. I think it's always interesting to hear how people, you know, manage different things. So I think it'll be fun to just learn how everybody does things.
My name is Jocelyn Pierre-Louis, or Jocelyn Pierre-Louis. I am 25 and I am from Riva.
From where?
RVA.
Oh.
Riva, yeah. I would say bubbly, down to earth, and hardworking. I'm feeling excited. I have been looking forward to this all week. I don't know what I've gotten myself into, but I'm excited. I'm in good hands.
My name is Alyssa. I'm 20 and I live like 5 minutes away. I'm friendly. I'm positive. Well, I try to keep a positive outlook on things. It's easier said than done. And I'm dependable. I'm nervous because I don't really know what to say, so I like mumble. Yeah.
Hey, is this joint rolling?
Yeah.
We live?
Oh, that's crazy.
Alright. My name is Randy Finn. I'm 22. And I'm from around the way. I'm energetic, open-minded. People tell me I'm charismatic, bro, so let's just go with that. Feeling real good, man. Ready to engage, ready to interact. You feel me?
Well, I'm Imani Daniel. I'm 22 and I'm from Washington, D.C., baby. Outgoing, extroverted, and passionate. I'm excited, a little nervous, don't really know what to expect, but I'm excited to shed some knowledge and drop some gems and hear what everybody else has to say. I think it's gonna be a great conversation. I'm excited.
When LJ contacted me, man, I was happy. I mean, I know LJ for a long time, grew up with him, so, you know, for him to contact me to be a part of something like this that's going out into the world, you know, information about a lot of stuff, I felt very happy about it.
I was so excited. I'm already a fan of the show, so then to be a part of it was just really exciting, and I love LJ, so it's just all great things.
Well, let's just say I was surprised because it was last minute, and I came looking like this. But you know, I'm always, you know, like I said, I'm dependable. So if you need me, I will be there.
I was honestly just waiting for my invitation, if we being honest, because listen, I was honored. But no, I really was. I was like, oh, this is gonna be so fun.
I was absolutely honored. I was like, thank you so much. I couldn't believe it. It made me feel really good. You know, he's so good at what he does, and he's so inspiring. So it inspired me to come on, and I was just honored to be there. So yeah, I was just really honored. Everybody was so cool. So just fun, outgoing, really extrovert. Everybody seemed like they were extroverts. Well, not everybody, but everybody seemed like they were an extrovert, and they were like, you know, they wanted to have a good time, wanted to get to know everyone. So everybody seemed like they were really cool on first impressions. I enjoyed everyone so far.
I kind of know some of the people already. I think I met one girl you go to school with. She seems like real cool. Or you went to school with. She seems cool. Everybody else is my cousin, so I've known for a minute. And I know Nick.
I can tell that I'm probably the only introvert here. Everybody's just like, you know, talking, and I'm just over here just, you know, in my phone. Sorry guys, I don't mean no harm.
You said adulting?
Yeah.
That comes with a lot of words. I'm thinking of
Right.
a lot of stress. I would say a lot of stress. A lot of,
I mean, just being responsible. I feel like just being responsible.
Responsible. Yes. Freedom with responsibility.
yes.
Right. That's actually.
Ooh, why did we give it such a negative connotation? I feel like when you're younger, all you're like, oh, I can't wait to grow up so I can just do what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the stigma out there.
Yeah.
But
Adulting doesn't have to be a bad thing. Right?
But it's not a cakewalk. Like it's not.
Yeah.
That joint's not a cakewalk.
yeah, it's not.
You can
Yeah.
do what you want, but there's other stuff that comes with it too. So it's like.
I feel like adulting isn't just what you do. It's like your mindset.
Right.
Yeah, it goes into
And like-
maturity, you know. So,
Yeah. I feel like you have to be real. For me, I have to be like in adulting. I'm very careful about my time, like who I spend my time with, like who's in my circle, because that influences my mindset, which then influences my decisions.
It's like learning how to drive for the first time. It's really scared, you don't know what you're doing. Your parents are freaking out because you don't know what you're doing. So yeah, I would rather go back to high school, let my parents keep doing what they're doing.
Adulting is like taking over the wheel that your parents have given for so long, and it's like you now have control of the car, so like you get to make the decisions, you get to make what path you go down. But yeah, it's kind of scary.
That's terrifying. Cause it's just like, you know, when things go wrong, that's on you.
That's on you.
That's on you. Like,
Yeah.
you get a flat tire, and tires are very expensive.
Yeah.
Like $800 for a new set. Excuse me. Like
It is.
Like that's $100. It's like I can't call my mother and say, hey, is she gonna hang up? So
And you kind of wish you listen to your parents and they were like, don't be in such a rush to grow up.
yeah.
100%. I would say as well, you know, we're hearing a lot of like, I'll say quote unquote negative connotations of adulting, but there is some positives, like Nick was saying about, you know, I'm calling my mother, but the things you prepare for, or that they tell you, don't be in such a rush. You learn from that mistake,
That's true.
or you should learn from the words that they're saying now, that they're saying to you of, hey, save your money. Because this is not easy. You see what we're doing, you know, you're gonna have to do this one day. Like you're taking the wheel from me, you gotta make your own decisions for your life. So it is a preparation that comes with adulting, but at the same time, it is negative, you know, it can be hard. It is like, man, more responsibility because I'm going up, I'm climbing up the ladder, you know, with life and with age, but at the same time, if you've prepared yourself and if they've guided you correctly, your peers and the people around you, then when you get in those tight situations that life throws at you, those curveballs sometimes, you'll be able to swing right back at it and be like, hey, I'm able to do this because of the position that I've been placed in. And my mindset that that's now adapted onto me from my parents and from my grandparents.
Oh, I'm looking forward for everybody's point of view. I mean, I've watched the show, I've seen it on YouTube, you know, LJ was putting it out. I haven't watched every episode, but I know enough about the episodes. So really what I'm looking forward to is just seeing everybody's different view and different takes on the questions that'll be asked, and hopefully there'll be not really a conclusion on anything like that, but just to get different points of view.
I'm looking forward to the laughs, just getting real, getting deep, getting to know one another, really getting to share stories, confessions. That's what I'm really excited for. Well, besides life after college, I would really love to talk about just how my faith has grown and just how faith in general really gets you through this journey called life. I definitely know that I couldn't be anywhere without it, so I'd really love to talk about that.
I take adulting kind of like my faith. You never stop growing. It never stops. If that makes sense. It's like, I think that just like the greatest thing my parents could instill in me was faith. And I think becoming an adult has really great benefits of it too. But just even then, like in your faith, there's things that are hard, there's things that are challenging. That's going to be adult life too. You know, God never says it's going to be easy, right? You know, so I think that adulting is like a process. It's never gonna. It's a process, really. You know, like it's never truly gonna end. It's something that we're gonna do for literally the rest of our lives. So I think it's something we should get comfortable in. Let's get ready. It's gonna be great though. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be exciting.
And it's also some things that you have to learn to do, like as you're doing it. Like, you know, what works for, you know, your parents or your friends isn't necessarily going to work for you. So you have to learn and be able to like evolve with your decisions and things as you like you said, get more experience with things. So I think it's important to know that too.
And that has a little fun to it. You know, learning things. You know, I mean, me personally, I like learning new things and different challenges every day. So when things like that do arise, it's like, oh, okay, I know something now that I didn't know, and now I can pass this down to other people. Or now I know this, so it'll help me even better. You know, as when life throws something else the next day, it's like, oh, okay, boom, I handled this yesterday, so you know, you get more experience with it. It is a process. You gotta just, and I feel like if you fall in love with it, I'm not saying that. I mean, I'm not a big, like, you know, if you do good things, you expect good back. You know, but at the same time, if you fall in love with it, then you can expect that it's going to go smooth for you in a way. It's like, I might as well love it. You know, if you can't beat it, join it. So, just do it.
And I feel like it doesn't have to be a singular experience. I think that, you know, God created us to be in community. And the worst thing you can do is isolate yourself and to isolate and say, like, this is just my experience. No, everyone's going through the same thing. And just having the mindset of like, oh, this is normal. Like, this is like, people also feel like $800 for tires is a lot. It's not just me, you know? And so just having that mindset of like, okay, this is just a normal thing. And like you said, it's a process. I think that's the best thing that you can do is to, you know, keep yourself from isolating yourself, because that's the worst place you can be in.
That's true, right? What were your plans after high school? And are you fulfilling those plans, or did you go a different way? Like,
I want to be a whole surgeon. My major is totally different now.
You change your mind. You change your mind.
So I was definitely pre-med.
Ain't no more.
You going for me. That's all I'm gonna say.
I went the other route. I wanted to be like on Broadway. And like everyone who went to high school with me is just like, yeah, that makes sense. So I went a completely different route, going from like that scene to more medicine. So yeah, it's completely different.
I kind of fell into what I was gonna do. So I had a plan, right? I was like, I'm gonna major in journalism. And I did that. That's what I did. And then I realized, I was like, no, I want to be an actress, because I've been acting like my whole life since I was a little girl. So I was like, oh, I'm good at that. So I think I can do it. So I auditioned. I left North Carolina A&T. That's where I went for like a semester and a half. I'm still in Aggie, whatever. But so I went to VCU and I majored in theater for like a year, and the program ended up being really terrible. Like, the people were really bad. It was not a good program at all, and I realized I didn't want to be a starving artist. So I went back to journalism, and here we are. It's a decision that I got a lot of crap for, definitely, because I think that, you know, sometimes while we have a plan too, our parents kind of have a plan for us, or just the people around us have a plan for you. Like, I see you doing this, I see you doing that, and then when it doesn't go that way, it's like, what happened? So I think it was also that process of me transferring was me learning to also accept my own decisions too, and not, you know, I have to do everything to make everybody else happy all the time.
That's a big thing to do.
Scary.
What made everybody happy?
Yeah.
It's not possible.
It's so
Facts.
It's not possible. I don't try because it's not possible. I just make myself happy. And
I say you need
people
someone
are
to hate. You're doing something right.
you said what?
You're doing something right. You're doing something right if people are hating on you.
Yeah.
You're doing something right.
I used to be like that, like trying to make everybody happy or like live for other people. But like when you do that, I just feel like you're not even like figuring out who you really are. You're living for everybody else. Live for yourself, you know. Like I remember I went to college straight after high school, and I was just like, this ain't it for me. Like honestly, I just thought, you know, it was what I was supposed to do because it was what I was told. You go to high school, you graduate, you go to college for 4 years. So like I just bought into that, and like for me, like I just feel like everything I've learned after when I left college, I've grown and learned so much more than when I was actually in college because I'm doing things that I'm passionate about.
Exactly.
And I feel like you won't find out your passions if you don't know who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're living for other people, you don't know who you are.
Exactly.
After high school, I wanted to do sports medicine, but like they said, anatomy and stuff was not for me. That class is so.
It's funny that you mentioned that. I had to cut that off because somebody I know, they were doing the same thing and they were just like, why do we have to take anatomy? And they just weren't, they were just like, they were saying the same thing you were saying.
It was crazy. But no, I'm not still doing that. I'm just working now, but I might go back and I either want to do psychology or I want to do criminal justice.
What you just said though about how you went to school because you thought it was the next thing to do. Remember we talked about that. Like a lot of people make that move because they think that's just the next thing to do. Nobody goes in with a plan or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? They're just doing it to just to do it. Because I know people, close friends that they went to school like 2-3 years and then now they're doing something completely different.
Right.
Yep.
Like thinking about school. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like a lot of kids go in thinking like, all right, go to high school. Like you just said, I go to high school, I'm gonna go to college, and then that's it.
Do you believe that there are pressures for us to have it all figured out? And who set those standards on us?
Absolutely.
Next time on The Real World.
It is pressure to try to succeed for my family. I would
Right.
say.
Like I see my family doing so well, and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to do just as good as them because I look up to them so well. And then I realized that began to affect other aspects of my life.
See, all right, I'm gonna break this down. Your life after high school is what you want to make it.